What's up? What's up? Back at it again. Adventures of Curt, special edition, Reminiscing with Curt, true stories, where I dig into my past and drop true stories about close encounters that was funny, scary, or risky, or whatever. Story time with me, basically, true stories. So, this is part 2 of that first story where we left off at. The story is about me being arrested 3 times in 1 week. And I had some shiesty shit going on where the boys came to my crib and they booked me. I caught a dope case, went to jail. This is the first arrest in that week. Got bonded out, and the next day, literally on my way to make a serve, for those of y'all that missed the first part 1 of this story. If you follow part 1, if you ain't, go and look at part 1 of this story, because this is what happened in part 2. Where I left off is I just met my homeboy at Texas Station Casino, so I can get in the car with him to go make the serve for a 9-piece nugget on a shiesty mission, right? So I'm gonna jump right in it. So like I said, I just left the blunt in the ashtray, took my jewelry out, put it in the armrest, because I kind of had a little funny feeling. I ain't even gonna hold you. And the whole time, this is a shiesty deal that this particular people would want a 9-piece from me, because this dude sells weight. And it's the chick, you know, I'm banging this chick low key on the side. And the fact she would call me for work. Now we've been creeping for months now, and she's so shiesty. When I met this bitch, it was her and another little chick. I hooked up with that chick. She even backdoored her chick, which she had a lot of nerve because she got a whole nigga who's a baller in the city. But she backdoored her chick, so I would fuck with her. That was a mistake on my part. Anyway, so she calls me out the clear blue, knowing I just got out of jail, talking about she needs a 9-piece, and for her nigga who normally has got plenty of weight. However, I talked to my boy. He said that's shiesty. He wants to go with me. Something ain't adding up. We all from different sets. We all from different hoods. I'm from Rolling 20 Crip. Bosco's from Playboy Crip. The little bit Sandra's from Rolling 60 Crip. And the homie I'm with from Donna Street Crip. And hardly none of us get along. So we thinking worst case scenario, this is a jack move. This bitch is setting me up to be jacked. We ain't thinking police at all, right? Because he's a certified gangster too. So that's why I left all my jewelry in the whip and, you know, prepared, you know what I'm saying? So I hop in the whip with the homie. He's in there with his chick. He's driving. His chick's on the passenger side. I get in the back seat. He's like, something ain't right. As soon as I get in the back seat, he do this. Hand me a blick to the back. You know, 40. Hands me the 40. I check it. It's ready to blow, right? He's like, something ain't right about this shit, bro. I don't trust these niggas, right? I'm like, I know. I don't understand, because we know her dude. Like I was saying in part 1, it's only a few big boys in every city, and you know, who's really got that one type of bag. And they usually all know each other or know of each other, whether they jig with each other or not. So he's one. It's about 5 of us whose names ringing at this time, and he's one of them. We know he got that bag too. Thing is, about a month before this, he got knocked with a whole square. So we don't even know how he got out for real, but you know, hey, he could be fighting it from the streets, which is he was. He was on house arrest. That's the reason why we had to go to him. So it just didn't add up that somebody on his level would need a 9-piece nugget from me. You feel me? And this is a bitch that I'm banging behind his back. He don't even know I'm banging his bitch. So he done told his bitch who got some work, or that's what I'm assuming. And she's like, I know a nigga, and decided to call me. So here we go. Me and the homies discussing this as we heading that way. Now, in this game, we don't show up on time. You don't know what time we're gonna be there. We tell you we on our way for 2 hours before we pull up. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we might ride through her a couple times and peep the scene and then still tell you, we coming, be sitting in your parking lot the whole time watching. And this is the type of shit we did. So for about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, man, we stalled these motherfuckers out. They kept blowing the phone up. Hey, where you at, man? Man, I'm coming. We trying to listen in the background. We trying to like pick them for different little shit, get them the fuck up. She just keep calling, where you at? Where you at? We coming. Man, so we done rolled down there, past the apartments. We done looked at the apartments. We done rolled through the parking lot. Nothing seems out of place. We done left again. We done sat across the street from the apartments. I'm talking about, it just seems normal. So we finally give in. So when she hits my celly back, she's like, man, are y'all coming? Are you, basically me, are you coming? What's up? So I'm like, I'm about to pull up. Yeah, so I pulls up. We park my nigga backs in the parking spot where we can see basically that door, right? They live on the second floor. It's kind of adjacent from where we park. So his bitch, who's a gangster, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna drop her name because she's in some shit too, but this is his right hand, and this is his bitch. She stay on some gangster shit. So you remember back in the day, we had the cans that look like bug spray or spray paint or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The tall cans, but you could untwist the bottom, and it's really hollowed out. Yeah, so he said, here, put that shit in there. So I unscrew it, put the 9 pieces in there. And then his bitch, he's like, she's going in with you. So she got her strap. On her. I got my thing on me. I never forget, I had on a Tommy Hilfiger coat with the hood. And I got that one thing, and I got that thing, but it's in my pocket the whole time, like finger on the trigger. Nobody knows it's in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way I'm mobbing with my hands in my pocket, with my finger on the trigger. And he's like, call my phone right now and stay on the phone with me the whole time you up there so I can know what's going on. I'm like, bet, say no more. So I'm on the phone with him. We get out the car. As we start walking towards the apartment, the bitch comes out. Like, I guess looking for us. And she's like, oh, what's up? So we walk up to her. She's like, who's this? I'm like, this is my girl. And she kind of got a little thing. Remember, this is a chick I'm sliding. She's shiesty as a motherfucker. We at your nigga's crib to sell him some work. I'm fucking you behind his back and your homegirl's back because you stole me from your homegirl. Just shiesty, but gonna act some type of way because I say this is my girl. Bitch, what's up? What's going on? She's like, so look, here's the deal. We got a dude up there, right? We got a dude up there, and he's like one of our customers, but we just ain't got no work right now, and he's the one that need the 9-piece, and we just don't want to lose his business. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're trying to find some work real quick just to serve him. Now I know that's still a shaky little story, but it's like it makes sense of why they would need some work knowing they got plenty of work, but it still don't quite add up. So I look at the shorty with me, she look at me, and remember I'm on the phone the whole time with my nigga. He's like, huh? That shit don't even sound right. He's like, man, see what's going on. So remember, I'm still on the phone with him, hand still in my pocket, finger on the trigger pointing. Like, bitch, you don't even know you being aimed at right now. All I gotta do is squeeze. And shorty I'm with gonna let loose. She's about that life. So, on the phone with him, walking up the stairs to the apartment. He's like, what's it looking like? As we walk in, shorty walks in front of me. When you first walk in, the living room is what you walk into. It's a hallway that goes to the master bedroom that way. And then the hallway this way goes to some other bedrooms. Then the first thing I noticed was some chairs sitting on the couch watching TV, some kids. And like a older lady and another young boy. This boy looked like he was probably about 16, 17. The older lady, if I had to guess, she was somebody mama in that bitch, right? So the young boy gets up and goes back towards his room. The kids is like 2 little kids. And the grandmama, I'm just going to call her the grandmama. But the room back this way, the door's open. She's like, come on. So we follow her back up. Man, I'm still on the phone. That thing's still aimed at everybody. Little do they know. And it's dark through there except for the TV light. But the bedroom that we going to, that light's on. As soon as we walk in there, there's a bed sitting, you know, like the headboards on that wall coming out. It's a dresser right here. As soon as you go through the door, if you turn, it's a dresser right here too with a TV and shit on it. And it's a dude sitting in that chair in that corner right there. And the Bosco nigga, her nigga, sitting on the bed. So when I walk in, remember, I'm in this shit deep. We familiar with faces and names. So when I walk in, he sees me. The Bosco nigga's like, oh, Gotti, what's up, man? I didn't know you was calling Gotti. Remember, we not homies. We just know of each other. And we ain't beefing with each other. So, you know, shit's pretty cool. So, I'm like, what's up? But I don't take this phone off my ear. I don't take my hand off this thing. He don't know it's what I'm holding. And back then, we wore big clothes, baggy clothes. We ain't wearing nothing to fit like we do today. So you got to think. And remember, I'm a little nigga. So you can't tell what I got going on, what I'm doing. I look like I just got on a big coat. You know what I'm saying? So, he's on, my nigga's on the phone with me. He's like, what it look like in there? And, so the shorty I came in with, she's got the can, the fake out can with the work in it, because the plan's gonna let her do all the talking, so I ain't gotta move my hands. So as soon as we get in there, he's like, yeah, man, this is my dude, man. He's just trying to get some work. And my nigga on the phone's like, you see some money? Tell him, do you see any money anywhere? So I'm like, where the money at? And they're like, hold up, we got the money. So dude's like, I got the money to buy some crack. Yeah, I'm ready to buy crack. And it struck, I was like, what? And my nigga on the phone was like, why the nigga keep saying crack like that? You know, we don't say that shit. She's like, yeah, where the crack? I got the money, can I see the crack? So I'm like, huh? So shorty, she's like, nigga, where's the money? So he pulls a little wallet out of his pocket. Oh, I got the money. So then she unscrews the can. And he's like, tell her to start counting the money right now while he's looking at the work. So I was like, let her see it. I'm like, hey, let her see that money, nigga, so she can be counting that while you checking that out. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna do that. Hold on, I'm gonna do that. So he's like, he don't want to give up the money. So he's like, I need to weigh this crack. Where's the scale? And it was a scale laying right there. He's like, where's my scale? He looking and setting and saying, where's my scale? And my nigga's like, bro, be ready, man. Be ready to squeeze on everything in there, bro. It don't sound right. Like, in our mind, some niggas are gonna come busting in. Maybe out the closet, out the other room. It's gotta be a robbery. Got to be. Got to be stalling a nigga. So even the Bosco niggas talking to the nigga like, bro, use that scale right there, man. What are you talking about, man? Come on. So we can get this man up out of here. And he's looking at, you know, it's a 9-piece nugget. Shorty dumped out so he's looking at the nugget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sure this, where my scale? Plus, I'm gonna need to see if I can test, man, look, man. So my niggas on the phone like, man, we ain't got, man, bread or dead type shit, nigga. Time's up. And this is all happening fast. So I'm like, man, what's happening, man? We either need that bread or that's it, nigga. He's like, but I need my scale. I need my scale to weigh this crack. So on the phone, I hear my nigga say, hold up, somebody's pulling up. It's a truck pulling up. So immediately I'm thinking, it's a setup like that. In the background of my nigga, all I hear is, let me see your hands, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. I'm like, immediately, I put the phone in my pocket. It was a flip phone. We had them flips. I closed the flip phone and put it in my pocket. I pulled out that thing, pointed at everybody. I said, it's a setup. It's a setup. Get to work. So everybody got their hands up. Like, what you talking about? You got to think. Bosco and Sandra's like, what the fuck's going on? They think the nigga got his hands up. Nigga, back up. Nigga, I'll blow everybody in this motherfucker. And the short end way, she quickly grabs the work, stuffs it down in the can, and we trying to make our way out of that motherfucker. So she goes first. She done pulled out her thing, pointing at motherfucker. They all like, what the fuck? She goes out first. I'm backing out on them because I don't need them pulling nothing. My thing is, so I'm telling us, it's a setup, it's a setup. And I can hear them saying, what you mean a setup? I'm like, nigga, it's a setup. Police, nigga, it's a setup. We get to the front door. Remember, it was up the stairs to get to the apartment. So we get to the door, we open it. Everybody in the house, some kids, the little youngster, the grandma, they looking like, what's going on? And we coming out with guns. So as we get out the door, we start going down the steps. We get to the bottom of the steps, and where this apartment is positioned, It's like the last apartment in that complex. So behind it ain't nothing but like a wall, short wall, and gravel. It ain't like more apartments. Apartments is all that way with the parking lot. In my mind, I'm gonna jump this motherfucking wall, you know what I'm saying? Shorty's heading towards the parking lot. So I tell her, no. That's where they at. 12 is up there, don't go there. She's like, fuck that, my nigga's up there. So she takes the can, and she's like, what you want me to do with this? She throws it to me. Throw that motherfucker on the roof of the apartments, right? So I just turn, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going this way. So she takes off running towards the parking lot. I cut behind the apartment complex thinking, you know, I'm about to do some slick shit, I'm out of there. As soon as I get to the back of the motherfuckers, the whole fucking SWAT team is sitting back there in masks, guards, they about 15 deep, shit, fucking shields and shit, and all you hear is concussion grenades. They're like, get down. So as soon as I see them, I'm like, oh shit. And even though I do this, these motherfuckers shoot me with the beanbag gun. Pump. I'm telling you now, that motherfucker hit my goddamn side area. It hit like my stomach, my right abdomen area, closer to the side though. There's no way you could have convinced me I ain't just get shot and I wouldn't die. It felt like that shit blew a chunk off of me. The people I know who's gotten shot and how they described it, I swear every part of that is what I felt at that moment. So I'm like, and I go straight to the ground. As I go to the ground, them motherfuckers rush me, and all you hear is the glass breaking, the concussion. Search warrant, kicking in the door. Search warrant, let me see your hand. And they marching past me, but the one got me on my stomach, and he's got his boot. My head's like this. Remember, it's gravel, all rocks. My man like this. He's stepping on my head with his boots. I'm talking about stepping like standing on that motherfucker. Don't fucking move. I'll blow your fucking head off. Don't fucking move. I'm talking about he's crushing my skull to where in my mind I feel my skull cracking type shit. I hear that motherfucker like, and then the rocks, you gotta think, it's piercing my face. He's just standing all his weight. Big fucking Billy ass SWAT team member. And I guess this lasted for like maybe a minute as it took them time to secure the, perimeter. And I'm trying to tell him, man, I got a gun on me. Because, like, my shit is still so hurt and tingling, I think I'm bleeding out. So I don't want to make no moves and get shot again because in my mind, I can live from this shot. So I'm telling them, I'm hit. They're like, shut up. So after they then made it inside, I'm trying to tell you this. Like, what? They put my hand, they cuffing me. I'm like, I got a gun on me. They're like, where? I was like, it's in my waistband. So they roll me over, they find it, they take it out, punches me. You got a fucking gun? My shit leaking. I feel it immediately. Nigga hit me dead in my mouth. He's like, you got a fucking gun? You just put my officers in danger? I'm like, I'm thinking, what? Nigga, it was in my pants. You heard me? So they cuffed me, got me still on the ground, all these rocks piercing my body. I'm hurting, my mouth's bleeding now. They rolled me back over, got his knee in my back. So after they get it all secured, probably about 3 minutes later, they all come down there and they get me up. They lift me up and they put me against the apartment wall. So I'm basically cuffed up, but against got me against the wall. So as each one of them walk back here, they got their flashlight. First thing they do is flash it on the ground on my strap. And I can't believe, I can't remember the police code for that strap. I'm just gonna make up something. It was like, whose 420 is this? It's like, it's his. Them motherfuckers would take their boot and kick me in my ass while I'm up against this wall like this, hard as they could. I'm talking about all into this fucking concrete wall. Another cop come back with his flashlight. Who's 420? It's his. He had it in his pants. Kicked the shit out of me. I'm talking about these SWATs beating my motherfucking ass out there. So they finally take me upstairs into that apartment. So everybody's sitting up in there. The Bosco nigga, the nigga he had waiting, the Sandra bitch, my homeboy, go sit. My homeboy, his chick, everybody's already sitting up in the living room cuffed up. Everybody's already, being interrogated and fucked with or whatnot. So they got the Bosco and Sandra and that dude sitting on one couch. They got the children that was in there and the grandmama and the teenager outside. And they got me, my dude, and his chick on the other couch. All of them sitting there with masks on. The detectives has got the mask on, the SWAT members. Some of them are sitting on the at the table, they counting money, they going, writing serial numbers down from cell phones. That's a whole raid, a whole bus. They doing their motherfucking thing, right? So we all just looking at each other mean muggy. My nigga looking at me, I'm looking at him, we looking at them, they looking at us. Everybody's just looking, man. Like, something ain't right. Somebody's faulty in this bullshit, nigga. I smell a rat, nigga. Somebody set this shit up. Who is it? You know what I'm saying? That's how we all looking at each other thinking. So the homeboy say, that's on Donna Street Crip, nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Ain't me. I ain't the rat. Nigga, on the dead homies, on my dead homies, I ain't got shit to do with this. So then the Bosco nigga holler, nigga, that's on Playboy Crip, nigga. I'm like, that's on Rolling 20 Crip, nigga. That ain't me. The bitch holler, that's on Rolling 60 Crip. So then we look at the dude, waiting on him to like basically put that on something, nigga, that, this ain't your work. You ain't setting the nigga up, you know what I'm saying? Man, my lighting is crazy. Got my shadow all bad up in here. But anyway, he won't do it. He's like, I ain't with that gang banging shit, man. I ain't into that shit. I ain't putting that on nothing. So I forgot to add, I had like 7 grits I had on a polo button-up shirt. In my top pocket right there, I had like a quarter. You get what I'm saying? That after we did this, that was another stop, just going somewhere else that somebody was waiting on. One of my little partners needed that, you know what I'm saying? But I completely forgot that was in my top pocket whatsoever. So as they taking motherfuckers in the back one by one in the bathroom, nobody staying back there long. That's how you know who's talking and who ain't talking. So first they take my nigga's chick back there. She comes right back. Then they call the Sandra bitch back there. She comes right back out. Then they call my homeboy back there. He comes right back out. Then they call me back there. They pat me down. They pat everybody down before they go in the bathroom with them. They pat me down. What's this? On you. Ain't this a bitch? I completely forgot that was in my pocket until they did that shit right there, right? And that was soft. That wasn't even hard because my little partner who's getting that played with his nose, you know what I'm saying? So after we made this little move, it was one of my little partners I was gonna swing by, serve him that little nose candy, you know what I'm saying? So that's in the top pocket, and they like, So, they ask some questions. I'm sure they ask everybody, you want to help yourself, you want to talk, you want to, nigga, no. They're like, well, you got a case. So as we coming back out there, they got that, he's holding it up, showing it to the other, SWAT and the cops and shit. So when my homeboy sees it, he do me like this. He look at me and go, like, why the fuck you have it on you, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I forgot that shit was in my motherfucking pocket, man. So then they take the nigga back there. Man, he's back there for about 10, 15 minutes, man. And guess what? When they take him out, they take him straight out the front door. Straight out the front door. So we like, what's up? What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with all that? What's up with that? Where he going? Make a long story short, they book us. They take us all, put us in the paddy wagon. They take the chicks to jail. And they take me, my homeboy, and the Bosco nigga to jail. We all in the paddy wagon. We talking together as we going. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what the fuck? What just happened, man? What kind of bullshit is that? You know what I'm saying? What type of bullshit is that? And If anything, let me break this down to you how this shit works. Police don't bring dope. Police don't bring dope. Police set up to buy dope. They want a motherfucker to bring some dope so they can bust a motherfucker. So thinking we the ones that set it up would be preposterous because police don't bring dope. So it's got to do with them. So the burden of proving you ain't a rat is on them niggas because y'all called us. Y'all made us show up with the felony. Y'all made us show up with the illegal substance. Y'all made us bring it there. So whatever's fishy going on is going on y'all's motherfucking watch at y'all's crib. And the Bosco nigga understood that. So he ain't even looking, he's out of the mindset of one of us set it up. He's more trying to figure out what's going on in his household. So he asked me, where you know my chick from? The chick that I was messing with originally named Tasha, which is her friend that she backdoored to get to me. But anyway, I was like, I fuck with that bitch Tasha. And she just know I fuck with. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. So you one of them niggas Tasha fuck with. Okay, it makes sense why my bitch called you. Little does he know he called me because I be fucking her. But anyway, and so we like, it ain't like you, bro. He's like, man, that's on the set, bro. I ain't got no shit to do with that, man. So we looking at him sus, like, man, who's that nigga? Who's that nigga? Why he ain't in this paddy wagon with us? So Bosco was like, man, that's this nigga I've been serving, man. And I don't know, I've been out the game so long, I don't know how I still go. But back in my day, before the feds, before the SWAT, the search, the DA, whoever can kick in your door, before they can get that warrant, they got to make 3 purchases, whether it's to a confidential informant, an undercover cop, an agent, whatever. When you're under surveillance, they need 3 purchases. You got to serve the copper or the informant 3 times in order to get that case, that warrant, so they can come through your door. So as he's talking, he's like, that's this nigga, man, I've been serving, man. We like, where that nigga from? He ain't from, on the West Coast, when you say where you from, we ain't talking about cities and states, nigga. We talking about hood, sets. So when we asked nigga where he was from, or he wouldn't put nothing on his set or his hood, that was already sus of the nigga, right? So we like, man, what's up with your boy? Like, who's he? So he's even having thoughts about him, like, man, I've been serving the nigga, and guess what? I served him 3 times. And we was like, what you mean you served him 3 times? He was like, I served a nigga about a couple weeks ago, served a nigga a week ago, and then served him twice last week. That was 3 times. And then now this happened. He's like, you know what, man? I think, dude, he said, you know what? I think his shit is on me. I think his shit is on me, man. I think I'm like, I know he's sour. He wasn't acting right. He kept talking about where the crack, stalling and shit. Won't use the scales, man. He was just doing too much, man. Nobody knew him. Nobody ever seen him. We familiar with this town. And remember, the Bosco nigga just got caught with a square like a month before this and was on house arrest kind of fighting his shit. So it only makes sense because another thing they used to have back then was this thing called rope. Rope, I don't know if other cities had it, but Las Vegas had it at the time. It was called rope. They call it rope because you get caught with a lot of dope, out of nowhere, they let your ass go. Fuck around and OR your ass. And you be trying to figure out, damn, how'd I get out on that shit? And they letting you out so that rope, which is this little organization within the drug task force, can just, as soon as you walk out, just follow you because they know you're going to lead them to either a bigger fish or a bigger case for them to hit you with. So they call it rope because it's like you still attached. There's still a rope on you. They still following you. So we figured it out just in the paddy wagon on our way to the goddamn county that I just got out of about 24 to 48 hours ago. That you served to that motherfucker. I don't know whether he's a cop or informant, but you served to him 3 times. This was the 4th transaction. You ain't even have the dope no more. And you called us. We just got caught up in your shit. They trying to catch you up thinking that See, they thought Bosco, they trying to knock his head off. So they thought they could get him while he's on house arrest already fighting the dope case. That he would, keep serving the informant. What they didn't expect is him to run out of work and need somebody else to have work. So we basically just got caught up in that bullshit on his shit. You know what I'm saying? And we put two and two together. You know, you got out on that brick so easily because they roped your ass, nigga. And they sent this motherfucker, and you been serving, nigga. Now you got us fucked up. He's like, oh man, I'll make it right, nigga. How you gonna make it right, nigga? Your ass gone, nigga. And we get ready to have to fight this. You know what I'm saying? I'm already out on bond, nigga. I'm out on bond on a dope case, nigga. So we get down to the jail. They keep us together the whole time. And all three of us know everybody in the jail. You know, we figures. I ain't trying to sound like I'm the shit, but we was major figures at the time. So, we had a lot of props and shit in that county. Everybody knew us. We was all right. All of us supposed to bail except that nigga. The Bosco nigga couldn't post bail. He was already out on bond, on the watch, and he caught that, so he was a no bond. But, me and my nigga went to the same dorm, the same unit. Then from there, when you get released depending on when your bond gets set different times. And then you go from your dorm to a holding cell. You can sit in that holding cell 2-3 hours sometimes just waiting on your paperwork, the release tank, waiting on your paperwork to get right so they can let you go. So by the time I got to the release tank, my nigga was already gone. So I sat in there waiting. And then finally they let me out. So of course my nigga picked me up. You know what I'm saying? We went and had this little meeting in the backyard because, we still trying to figure out what happened. And my nigga's like, I told you not to trust that bitch, man. Bitch got us in some shit. Cause nigga don't even really know if she's solid. And we looking at that whole little situation kind of leery, you know what I'm saying? Because there's still a possibility that they knew what was going on. But the reason why we know that they didn't set us up it's because that nigga didn't get no bond. He's really got charged with that shit. And everybody got locked up. It was just one of those things. So the bitches got out first. His chick and the Sandra chick got out earlier that day. Then they finally let us out. Anyway, that was the second arrest. This is still the same week, y'all. This is still within the 7 calendar day week. The first arrest, but they put me in the fucking crazy unit, got out, enjoyed my day. The next day, enjoyed my day, but that night got caught up again. So this is a funny story about when I got out, when they released me. I'm gonna throw this in there. When they released me, I came out thinking my nigga would be out there waiting for me somewhere, but he wasn't. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I had a couple dollars on me, you know what I'm saying? And my cell phone was dead. So I'm like, man, how the fuck? And my little outfit was dusty. When you go to jail in Vegas, they take your clothes and put them in this little sack and they wash them. That's just what they do. And they put you in the little blue CCDC scrub suit or whatever. So when you get out and you in that holding tank and you waiting on your clothes, they give you this fucking basket. Your clothes look horrible in that motherfucker. They balled up, they wrinkled, they just destroyed, right? Shoes and all. So my fit looks ridiculous. I look like a cold bum, a cold cluck. And I'm walking out that jail like, damn, nobody waiting on me this time. But my car is parked at Texas Station, my Forerunner, where me and the homie met up at. So I'm like, shit, I just need to get to Texas Station to get to my Forerunner. I got my keys, got everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, man, I'm gonna have to catch this goddamn bus, right? Cool. So I walk a few streets over to where I can catch that bus that takes me out there to that casino. What was that? Texas Station, I think. I think it's called Texas Station. I don't know. It's on the west side. It's been a while. However, my shit's in that parking lot. And I'm like, I hope ain't nobody told it. I hope ain't nobody fucked with it because it's been like overnight and whatever. I don't know what to expect. But I get on the bus, right? This is funny. I get on that motherfucking bus. I head straight to the back. There's a bunch of bitches and niggas sitting back here. I'm talking about some bad little bitches, you know, a bunch of niggas, and they clowning, they already turned up, so, you know, anybody come back there as a target. So as I'm walking back there, the bitches start joking on me. Start laughing at me and shit. Like, look at that nigga clothes. Look at that, you know, they whispering, look at that nigga. And the dudes is like, man, leave that man alone. I had the little bag that you get when you get out of jail. And I had my little paperwork that they gave me, you know, next court dates and shit in there. And that's like, damn, he just got out of jail, man. Leave dude alone, man. Let dude make it, man. And the bitch is clowning. What you went to jail for? Talking shit. So me and one of the niggas get to talking. He's like, where you from? You know, I tell him, you know, the little hood I be in and shit. He know who some people I know. So he's like, oh, okay. You got it, man. What you doing on the bus? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, long story, man. I got arrested last night, so I'm just catching the bus to my car. And the bitch is like, this nigga ain't got no motherfucking car, nigga. Everybody talking shit on the bus. Somebody got a car. And the nigga's like, nah, dude really be getting paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, whatever. So, long story short, motherfuckers getting off the bus. Now the bitches is trying to flirt. A couple of bitches trying to flirt. They're like, so what you about to do when you get to your car? I was like, shit, I got a big ass motherfucking blunt rolled in that motherfucker. I'm ready to smoke. I'm about to smoke that bitch. Go take me a shower, go to the mall, get fresh. Oh shit, I'm going with you then. I'm going with you. And it's a long little ride from down there. This bitch done passed up her stop. Motherfuckers is getting off. Now it's just the two chicks. And even they homegirls got off at they stop. These two bitches, gold digging, thirsty bitches, like, shit, I'm going with dude. We going with you then. I'm trying to smoke and kick it, go to the mom, like, all right, so what's up? And they still kind of leery, right? So remember, I pulled up at that casino at nighttime. And the next day, things look a little different. I'm still trying to remember, oh shit, especially from where I got off the bus at. Like, damn, where did I park? Where did I park? I'm looking for my car. They're like, see, I knew this nigga was bullshit. This nigga ain't got no car. So I take out my alarm. I start hitting it. I'm walking. I'm in the whole wrong parking lot. I got to walk all the way to the other side of the casino. One of the bitches like, man, I'm about to go. This nigga bullshitting. And she's like, nah, wait for me. She's like, man, fuck this nigga. He's lying. I'm gone. I ain't saying nothing to these bitches. The other little chick is like, man, you better not be lying. Make my friend leave. Woo, woo, woo. Finally, I hear it. Ew, ew, ew. And way down the aisle, this aisle we in, way down there, the brake lights is blinking on my Forerunner. I'm like, there I go. This bitch eyes got big as golf balls. I'm like, ah, shit, there you go. I walk down, I'm feeling good about this, right? She's hyped too. She's like, ah, shit, you really do. You know, we get to the car, she's like, you know, I got some pictures of this shit. I should show the pictures, but she's like, ah, shit, you really do got a new truck and woo, woo, woo. So here's how it happened. So I pulls up, right? I mean, I walks up to my truck. She automatically goes around to the passenger side. I go to the driver's side. You know, the way it is when you hit that button, the first time you hit the button, it only unlocks the driver door. You got to hit it again to unlock all the doors. So when I hit it that one time, it just unlocked that driver door. Man, I got in that motherfucker. Sat down. She's all in the window. She's trying to do it and shit. She's like, open the door. I do it like this. She's like this, looking through the window at me. First thing I do is go on my armrest. Take my chains and put them back on my neck. Put my watch on. Put my thing down. I start that motherfucker. She's like, open the door. What you doing? I'm like, hold on. Go to the ashtray, grab that big ass blunt. Grab my lighter. Light that motherfucker. Open the sunroof a little bit. Blow that shit out. She's like, open the door. What you doing? I cracked the window just a little bit. I was like, what you want? She's like, come on, what you doing? Open the door. I was like, nah, remember you said I was a bum. I ain't have no motherfucking car. And this, that, and that. I put the motherfucking reverse stuff back in that bitch. She's like, nah, you lying. You burnt out on that bitch. So, yeah. So, those the two. I just thought I'd throw it in there because that was a cool little story to get out and have to catch the bus to the whip where you left it at. But you already got a blunt roll in that motherfucker. Got big bling bling sitting in that motherfucker. Like everything you said you was, you really was. So, anyway. I skirts home, you know what I'm saying? And a couple days went past. So this is already like day 4, right? So now I don't even want to be out there at my little nurse chick's crib. It's too far away, and I gotta be on the block. So I got this little Mexican chick I fuck with. And I'm like, I'm about to come to your crib, man. She's happy about that. And she's like, yeah, come on. So my niggas come over, and we down at her crib. And I got this Mac 11, man. Long Mac 11 with the suppressor on the end. It makes it even longer, 32 round clip. And we sitting there chilling, smoking, me, my homeboy, and my chick. And, I'm grinding and turning her spot into the spot that day. I'm fucking with this goddamn Mac 11, man. And back then, like now you niggas got switches. Back then, niggas did shit like foul the pin down and shit to make it shoot fast. So they had different little ways of modifying shit. And this was a janky Mac 11, man. It was janky. And I don't know what the fuck has been done to it, but every time you cock it, it'll get jammed. So when you cock that, when you pull that little knob back, it'll get jammed. You have to fix it. But if you fire, it'll continuously fire. Spurts. So if you was in the heat of battle or some shit, you know that first cock is going to jam. So you just better keep one in the chamber. So, how we was fucking with it and shit, high. And I fucked around and tried to cock that bitch, and it did it, click, click. But it was already one in the chamber. Didn't realize that I'm high. So I cock it. Not only does it fucking jam the next one, but it's got that other one caught. That's 2 shells caught right there. It's stuck. And I'm like, man, look at this shit. I'm trying to get it. Man, found out. All across the ceiling. I'm talking about, I let off about 3 or 4 shots at one. I'm like, oh shit. And it's about 9 o'clock at night. And it's like, oh fuck, my bitch come out of bed because me and my nigga was in the front playing music, smoking blunts. My bitch was in there laying down. She got work in the morning. She comes out, what the fuck? And she's one of them, clean cut Mexican chicks. So everything's just too much for her. I was just too much for her. It's too bad. So she's like, what are you guys doing? What happened? Oh my God, somebody shot. We're like, no, we gotta go. We get our clothes real quick, shirt, get in the car, man, because we know in our mind 12 coming. 12 coming, and the neighbors upstairs are some busters. They some haters. So we're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here before 12 get here. We got work in here. I got this Mac. My homeboy got his blick. So we hurry up and go get in the car, and we leave. But we go across the street to these other apartments. But we park where we can see over there. Because we feel like, shit, let's just chill here until we see the police come. And when they leave, we'll go back. Man, we sat over for about 4 hours, nigga. 4 hours, and the 12 never came. They never came. And we sitting in the car smoking and dozing off and shit. Man, fuck that shit. Let's go back, right? So we going back. The next morning, this would be day 6. The next morning, we wake up. I never forget. She left. She went to McDonald's to go get us some breakfast, man. She brought the breakfast back. And she was like, hey, it's a cop at the office. We're like, for real? So we looked down and like, oh, shit. We ain't thinking nothing of it because, damn, they ain't came here yet, you know what I'm saying? So we go on to eat our little McDonald's breakfast and shit. And go get dressed, you know what I'm saying? Me and my chick go hop in the shower, my niggas waiting. We come back out. I look out the patio. We on the bottom floor, but we still got a patio, you know what I'm saying? So I look out the patio blinds. Man, it's about 11 police cars down that motherfucker. Black and whites everywhere. And we're like, what the fuck? And like, what's all them police down there? So I'm like, babe, go down there and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So she walks down there. And this shit gets real spooky right here. And it's a little heartbreaking because this is the last time I seen my damn dogs. Remember, I still got dogs through this whole thing. They going with me wherever I go. This spot, that spot. So I still got my dogs. I even got them tatted right here because of that. So yeah, when they get she walks down there, she comes back, she's like, I think everything's cool. They talking to the manager about something. They in the office, they're in her office, so I can't really hear what they talking about, but yeah, they're pretty deep. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, damn. So I was like, man, something ain't right, man. So it's been like an hour. They still down there. I'm like, you know what? We gotta get the fuck out of here, but we don't want to ride past because more police cars done pulled up. And she's, in Vegas, most apartments has got a concrete wall that goes around them. You know what I'm saying? This wall is about yay high, but we can jump at motherfuckers. Things about my dogs is, if I tell them motherfuckers to jump at wall, they gonna jump at wall. So what I do is, I take the Mac, take the suppressor off, take the clip out. That makes 3 pieces. Her closet is full of clothes on the floor. I'm talking about, they're not hanging up. Some of them brand new and everything. Just piles of clothes in her closet. I walk in. So I grab like a pair of pants, put the suppressor in it, roll it up, stuff it in the pile, shirt, wrap up the clip, stuff it in the pile, the gun, whatever. Wrap that motherfucker up, stuff it in the piles, do whatever. It's buried in that bitch, whatever. Next thing you know, I take all the work or whatever, put it in the backpack. Scales, work, baggies, all that shit. Put the backpack on. I'm like, here's what we're gonna do, y'all. Me and the homie were like, look, we're gonna jump the wall. She's gonna get in her car and ride on out. Go around. We're gonna be on the other side over at the, 7-Eleven, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump the wall. So if they fuck with her, we won't be in the car at all. So they like, I bet that'll work. So we step our foot out the door. I look both ways out. As soon as I step out the door, head to that wall. As soon as I get to that wall, it's a million police. I'm talking about ARs. They behind cars, behind porches, on roofs, on the side of the building. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up. As soon as I walked out there, I threw that motherfucking backpack over the goddamn wall. And they was like, get down, get on the ground, get on the ground. I got my dogs. I'm like, just don't shoot my dogs, don't shoot my dogs. I'm like, fuck those dogs. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. And against their will, because it was only like 6 feet from that door where that wall was, I just kind of walked back towards it because the door was still open. And Shorty was the last one about to come out, but she don't know. She got her hands up. I walked my dogs back. And they're like, don't you fucking move. They going crazy, of course, but I just took the chance and put my dogs in there and shut the door. And they going off, man. They rush us, beat us down, of course, put us up, cuff us and everything. And in my mind, clear as day, they see me throw that backpack over that thing, so they probably going to go around and get that. I'm thinking, how could this be? How could this be? My lawyers is pissed. I'd have been bonded out of jail twice already. On that last bond out, it was said that I was, the judge had me on the, like, if I get into any more trouble, that's it. No bond, I'm going to sit. He's going to send me to prison. And, to my next court date anyway. So, however, it was like, I could not believe that I just went through this 3 times in 1 week. And here I am on the ground, cuffed again with the fucking SWAT team. Like, I just could not believe that shit. Like, it just had me. However, they put me in the back of one police car, put my homeboy in the back of another police car, and questioning my chick. I'm looking out the window like, what the fuck? What's going on? So they make her stand outside. She's out there holding my dogs, and she's close enough to the police car. They got the windows cracked where I'm talking to her like, what's going on? She said they looking for a gun. I'm like, a gun? What you tell them? She's like, I don't know nothing about no gun. So I see the forensics van pull up. The forensics van pull up. They going in there. They in there. I'm talking about, we sat in the back of their police cars probably, remember it was daytime. It was not too far after, we ate breakfast, but it was probably 10, 11 o'clock when we got, noticed them the first time out there. It was probably about 1 or 2 o'clock before we attempted to leave and they stopped us. So it's probably about 3, 4 o'clock now. We've been still sitting in the back of these police cars. We sat there until the sun went down. So I just wanted to paint that picture how many hours we sat in the back of those police cars while they tore this crib up. Shorty stayed out here holding my dogs. And I was like, damn, that's the last time I ever seen my dogs. But anyway, I'm like, what's going on? So they keep coming to the car. Where's the gun? We know there's a gun. We just seen the bullets and the bullet holes in the ceiling. You're lucky that there's still plates between your floor and the next floor, and those bullets didn't go through there because, you know, you might hit somebody up there or whatever. You know, who shot the gun? We need to know who shot the gun. I'm like, what gun? I don't know nothing about no gun. I don't know nothing about no bullet holes. And I think this is cap. But they was like, man, we just did a forensics on, we can tell that those shots was only fired a few hours ago and this and that. Man, whatever. I don't know nothing. I don't know about no gun. And I'm surprised they ain't found the motherfucker yet. But they just tearing that bitch up, tearing that bitch up, tearing that bitch up. And the bitch just keeps saying, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Bitch, shut up. It's dark now. These motherfuckers still looking for this gun. They keep coming out to the car fucking with us saying, look, just cooperate, man. Just tell us where it's at, man. Might help you out. Just tell us where it's at. How long you want to sit here? We know it's in there. We know it's in there. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I kid y'all not, man. It's about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night. It's dark. My nigga comes walking towards the car. He's like, hey, cuz, they let me go. I'm like, what? The fuck? He's like, they let me go. What, you want me to do anything? And I wish I would have, because he said, you want me to take your dogs? He's going to have his bitch pick him up. He was going to take my dogs from me. I'm like, I'm thinking they safe with this bitch here. I'm thinking, no, let her keep him. Because he ain't got nowhere to stay for real. He can stay bitch to bitch and pillar to post. I just didn't think he would be cool with my dogs. So I'm saying, no, let her keep him. Let her keep him. He's like, you sure? I'm like, well, why they let you go? He said, I don't know. They just let me go. He's like, but as soon as they let you go, call me. I tell you, we'll do whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? So they come to me. They like, hey, you know what that means, don't you? I was like, what you talking about? You see your boy, he's leaving, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? What you trying to say? So he's like, shit, he already done told us what we need to know. So we'll find that gun in a minute, that Mac 11. I'm like, what the fuck? So at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I'm so caught up into thinking my niggas would never rat on me and Satine. Now, when I'm telling this story to this day, in these days, I often wonder if that nigga did tell. That's how he got let loose. I ain't put nothing past no nigga as a smart adult nowadays. But anyway, long story short, they was like, yeah, they let him go, man. And guess what? About another hour passed before they found that motherfucking gun. And they came out there and told me, we told you we was gonna get it. And they locked my motherfucking ass up, and I was pissed. And I had to fight my way out of that, Just, it's funny how things work. On that time, I couldn't get a bond. I didn't get a bond. And I sat in there for about 2 weeks in the county until one day they just let me go. They just OR'd me. And it's crazy because them guards that was working that shift was known for fucking with people, calling your name, roll them up. And when you get down there, you get all your shit, give it away and everything. And when you get to the bubble, they're like, we just fucking with you. You ain't going home. What? And they just did that night. So everybody hated those particular guards. But they called my name. Roll them up. I'm talking to some homies, man. I'm like, what? Everybody think they know what I'm in there for. They know what happened. They like, huh? How you getting there? I thought you was gone. I'm like, I ain't even got a bail. They like, man, your homies bailed you. I'm like, bro, I ain't got a bail this time. Why the fuck would I be rolling them up? So I get up to the bubble. I don't take my stuff. And they like, do you want to go home or not? I'm like, man, I ain't got time to play with y'all, man. What's happening? They're like, man, get your shit. You out of here. Man, and it's about 2 in the morning, right? Yeah, it's about between 12 and 2. It's some of them weird hours, fucking late night. So it was like, yeah, you out of here. I'm like, what you mean I'm out of here? It's like, I don't know. They showed me the card with my picture on it that says release and all that. They like, man, I'm like, damn, I'm really out of here. So I get my little shit away. They're like, I told you, your people, man, you fuck with some bosses, nigga, they bonded you out. Nigga, I don't have a bond. Man, I get down there and get my clothes, release tank. And when you go in, before you leave out the door, you stop at the window to get the paperwork on your next court dates. And your shit like that. And they're like, all right. I'm like, so when's my next court date? And it's this little messy ass bitch. I had a fake ID on me. I forgot to mention this. I had a fake ID on me too. So when the bitch is giving me my stuff back, like my money and all of that, she gives me the fake ID. I'm like, I can have this too? She's like, it's yours, ain't it? Whatever. So I'm like, when do I go to court? She's like, you don't have a court date. She's annoyed and shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, let me see. She said the DA didn't want to file. Not enough evidence. They didn't want to file. I was like, what? She's like, I don't know. It says, it says, I was like, what do you mean they don't want to file? They found the gun. She's like, yeah, but the DA didn't want the case. So they didn't find it on you. They can't charge you with it. They didn't want the case. So, bye. I ran about that motherfucker. I still had them other 2 cases, but I slithered through that one. You get what I'm saying? And guess what's crazy? They never went over the wall and got the backpack. Never went over that wall and got that motherfucking backpack. But on a sad note, when I got out, that Mexican bitch went MIA. Never seen my dogs or her again. So look, man, that's the end of the first story. If you didn't catch part 1, go back and look at part 1 so you can understand. But because it was such a long story, I had to break it down into 2 videos. That's part 1 and part 2. I hope y'all liked it. Let me know what you think about this story, because I'm going to hit y'all with another. We're going to dig in the bag. I'm going to pull out another story. And we're going to keep doing this. So like, comment. Now, every story ain't like that. There's all kinds of stories in that bag. So who knows what it's going to be about, what time frame, what year, how old I was. It could be a story about when I was a youngster, when I was in prison, when I was at the mall. Who knows? But it's going to be an interesting story. Tune in, man. Get in them comments. Get in them comments. Tell me what you think. And hit that like button. And please hit that subscribe button, man. And tune in. Till next time. Reminiscing with Curt. True stories. Gone.